Welcome to Week 2 of the Championship Gaming Series 2008 North America Training Camp.
Y'all ready for this?
This is djWHEAT, lead sportscaster for the Championship Gaming Series, and Week 2 of the 2008 North America Training Camp has wrapped up. This week will offer new opportunities to our franchise racers to establish themselves as the dominant team, especially after the loss of last season's champions, Chomper and Jason X from Chicago. Tonight's Forza 2 competitors will be racing on the fictional Forza course, Maple Valley Short, which is the smallest track in the Championship Gaming Series Forza 2 lineup. Because of the length, the racers will be battling out over 4 laps with several straightaways and a few turns that might give teams some trouble. San Fran's Sacramento and Mix 'em Up versus Dallas's Chaos and Muffin Man. Gentlemen, start your engines. The Dallas Venom hits the tracks this week after coming off a solid win in Week 1 over last year's champions, the Chicago Chimera. Now Chaos and Muffin Man from Dallas are up against a new squad looking for their first training camp victory, San Fran's Sacramento and Mix 'em Up. Venom's Muffin Man took an early lead in this race until the first action turn, where San Francisco rammed him into the wall as he was slowing down to make the turn. With the San Fran racers in second and third place, their new target was Venom's Chaos, who was clinching to his first place lead. Sacramento saw an opportunity and slammed into Chaos's car, making them both fly off the track. This great move by San Francisco allowed Mix 'em Up to skid past the wreckage and claim the #1 spot for the remainder of the race. While this did put Optics Sacramento in last place, it was enough to secure the valuable first place spot and 4 points for San Francisco. The final score was 4-3 Optics over Venom. Round 2. Chicago's Chomper and Jason X versus New York's Comeback Dan and Darkstorm. Our second race of the evening could be a race of revenge and redemption, as Chicago's racing champs Chomper and Jason X take on the new and deadly 3D New York Darkstorm and Comeback Dan. In the opening seconds, Chicago's Chomper veered left to try to nick Comeback Dan of 3D, but his plan backfired and instead he was the one to spin out. However, Chomper's teammate Jason X was able to escape into first place with Darkstorm just behind him. At turn 4, the same turn that caused Dallas some problems in the match before, Darkstorm made his move, taking out Jason X and allowing New York to gain first and second positions. But on the next lap, Jason X tried to return the favor but completely missed both racers, driving right in between them and only hitting his secondary target, the wall. Luckily for Chicago, Chomper took a similar jab at the turn and was able to nick second place Darkstorm while recovering easily on the track. The final standings were Comeback Dan in first, Chomper in second, Darkstorm in third, and Jason X holding down the caboose in fourth. 3D New York wins 5-2 and gives last year's champions another loss in the training camp. Our final race of the week for Forza 2 pits Coors Phantom and General E Live against Complexity's returning race squad, GTO and Chavasan. Both teams have a lot to prove, but LA needs this win to avoid a losing record going into Week 3. Knowing that LA needed a little extra boost in this match, Chavasan in fourth place made a move on Phantom early on in the race. Unfortunately for LA, it backfired, and Coors Phantom simply ignored the crash attempt. Coors General E Live attempted a similar move on GTO, and although it didn't rocket Core into first place position, it did allow Phantom to move into second and lock down both middle positions. After that, it was a nice Sunday drive. All drivers held their position. LA's GTO took first place with Coors Phantom and General E Live in second and third, and LA's Chavasan in fourth, resulting in a 4-3 win for Complexity. Week 3 of the 2008 North America Training Camp will continue next week, but don't forget about the upcoming 2008 Europe and UK Combine and Draft, with coverage beginning on May 9th right here at thecgs.com. Make sure to check out more full-length matches from the Championship Gaming Series 2008 North America Training Camp